This is the process shot. I'm Michael, I'm stuck in a haunted theater, and I've seen Thrown to the Wolves, a short documentary from 2020 made by Michael Kuhn and Niles Roth, also known as the Hudson Dusters. It's a nice name, but I don't get it. Anyways, the short is a profile of Renard, an EMP out in New York who has been working during the COVID-19 pandemic, generally being the first on the scene to help out those who have been affected. Renard discusses his experiences out on the field and how everybody around him is being affected, and how, despite the importance of his role as claimed by others, he feels that he's in more of a sacrificial position. The short moves very fast, both in its actual running time and in its editing and pacing. It's actually a bit helpful that it does this, since it further emphasizes the hectic nature of Renard's work, especially during the height of the pandemic, when it seemed as though there was no end in sight. We do get moments of stillness when we see Renard at home between shifts, and it makes for a great contrast to his work as an EMP. The overall editing of the film is integral to this contrast as well, creating a rush of images and narration in those scenes of medical distress. It adds to the sense of panic, confusion, and fear, and thus it immerses the viewer within Renard's world. The cinematography of Thrown to the Wolves is helpful with this as well, being tight and relatively imbalanced during these stressful and confusing situations, while being far more composed in calmer scenes. Even so, there's still a sort of tension that runs throughout the film as a whole, one of uncertainty and fear as the pandemic continues, and the number of infected victims rises. It creates a feeling of helplessness and being caught in something larger than an entire city of people, much less one person or a group of people. Renard's narration reflects this as well, relaying his anxieties about how there was no set of instructions to follow for anybody on the front lines, and how he and others in his position are showered with appreciation and thanks, but can't help but feel as though they've been left for dead. With this as the film's primary theme and direction, the viewer can only feel the same way. Thrown to the Wolves. Michael Kuhn, Niles Roth, 2020. 3.5 stars. I'd recommend seeing it. And that's the end of the review. Leave a like if you like this review, leave a comment if you want, and subscribe to see more reviews. At the risk of sounding like a jerk, I'm not in such a hurry to escape this theater after seeing this short.